a former federal prisoner who served time in 11 prisons across 5 states, and now helps people prepare for prison, says life behind bars is nothing like most people imagine.
And they're mixing bank robbers, drug dealers, rapists with white-collar people. And this is why Diddy, he can't go into a regular housing unit because somebody will take him out, for sure.
According to him, inmates in special housing units have very limited access to commissary items and privileges. For someone like Diddy, who was used to getting almost anything he wanted, prison is a brutal new reality. The luxury is gone. His world now exists inside 4 cold, unforgiving walls. The former music mogul is now being held at Fort Dix Federal Correctional Facility in New Jersey, a low-security federal prison with roughly 4,000 inmates. He was transferred there from Brooklyn in October 2025. According to prison documents obtained by CBS News, Diddy now works in the prison chapel as a chaplain's assistant, a role many inmates consider desirable. He is also enrolled in the residential drug abuse program, known as RDAP, while his sentence requires him to take part in both mental health and substance treatment programs. But his time at Fort Dix has not been without controversy. CBS News reported that Diddy was disciplined over an unauthorized phone call. However, Angel Mir later told Us Weekly that the call was initiated by Diddy's attorneys and protected by legal privilege, adding that he did not lose any prison privileges over the incident. Still, the situation raised new questions about why he was allowed to make calls at all, especially after prosecutors accused him of threatening victims by phone while already behind bars.
So Bradford, in other words, they're saying, A, they have him on tape saying, I want you to put forward this social media content to help my defense. And B, communications about him trying to reach out to people in the case and maybe using his family? Now, what do you think about that?
So those are two different things. The first part of it about him reaching out about social media, I don't put much weight into it. I think it's something that every defendant that's popular will do. It's something that every defendant that is popular has done. When you have, these allegations, and there's certain allegations that, this guy's a bad guy.
TMZ also reported that Diddy was allegedly caught making and drinking alcohol inside the prison. His family strongly denied those claims in statements posted on his X account. However, former inmate Jean Burlow suggested the allegation may have been possible.
So, that's all serious stuff. I keep wondering about the sentence. Do you not think it's possible, especially since he campaigned, in his sentencing, that he was getting sober, he'd been working on a sobriety at the MDC, now he's at Fort Dix, and if this is true, if the report's true, might they say, well, screw it, you're not getting your 15% off your federal sentence?
Right, so it don't work like that, but every ticket in the feds, if it's a certain degree ticket, you will lose some good time. We call it good time. In New York State and federal prison is two different. You could actually lose your good time in New York State or any state prison and get your good time back. The feds, once you lose it, you can't get it back.
Unlike the detention center where he was previously held, Fort Dix is a minimum security federal prison. Facilities like this usually house inmates in dormitory-style units instead of traditional cells. Inmates generally have access to a library, email services, recreation areas, education programs, and work assignments. Diddy reportedly shares a dormitory with 9 other men. Minimum security prisons are usually reserved for low-risk inmates and non-violent offenders. Many have little or no perimeter fencing and focus heavily on work, education, rehabilitation, and structured daily routines. Former Brooklyn MDC warden Dwayne Hriss, who is familiar with Fort Dix, told LA Magazine that fame means very little once someone enters prison. According to Hriss, Fort Dix operates almost like a small city. Inmates live in open dormitories, hold institutional jobs, and follow strict daily schedules. While he said the facility is not considered especially violent, Diddy may still face risks, especially after reportedly being held at knife point once.
There are federal inmates who are in many cases waiting for their trial as well. And Diddy claimed that somebody held a knife to his throat. He woke up and this guy basically had him and he had the knife, and Diddy was at this person's mercy. Now, it's unclear what exactly happened from there. Was there a guard that came in? Did Diddy somehow fight this person off? Well, seems unlikely that happened. Or did the person just leave?
This is also something one of Diddy's former fellow inmates has addressed, although his version is very different. Online rumors claimed Diddy woke up with a knife pressed to his neck during a dangerous jail confrontation. But the former inmate says that never happened. In fact, he claims he personally stepped in during the incident and witnessed everything firsthand.
The incident happened over a chair that nobody owns, that the facility owns. So he was trying to take this chair from Diddy. So Diddy, and mind you, Diddy wasn't scared. Diddy didn't flinch. He just stared the guy down and was asking the guy, "Your homeboy, why you coming at me like that about a chair that don't belong to none of us?" You see, I'm watching TV, and the guy got hostile. I don't know if he was trying to look for some clout or he was having a bad day. He got hostile with Diddy, but this is where I seen Diddy's actual change. When the guy was getting hostile, Diddy tried to spread love to the guy and talk some positivity to the guy.
Looking back, he believes the confrontation could have ended much worse. The presence of a weapon made the situation dangerous, but thankfully, no one was injured. Prison staff eventually rushed into the unit after reportedly spotting the disturbance on surveillance cameras. Still, many people questioned whether the former inmate was telling the truth. One person commented, "Read that script the lawyer said to read," while another wrote, "He's reading a script. Why could he not say humility? He said humidity. Listen." So why would Diddy's team put out a false version of events? The obvious answer would be to protect his image. But when you read between the lines, it raises a darker question. Do people only lie when they have something to hide? Is life behind bars for Diddy actually more dangerous than the public realizes? And who could be targeting him? Gene Deal certainly has a theory. He believes ghosts from Diddy's past may come after him in prison.
This guy's life might be danger over here because people think that he has something to do with Pac. People think he has something to do with Biggie, and they right here in Brooklyn. You understand? It's right here in Brooklyn, and some of the people are still mad that he made Making of the Band walk to Brooklyn from, to get the cheesecake, and it's around the corner from the Cheesecake Factory. So, Junior's. So it might be some dumb shit. So y'all need to get him out of here and ship him to Jersey because somebody gonna kill him over here.
Former federal prisoner Larry Levine also says the music mogul may be facing a much harsher reality than many people realize.
Yeah, he is on suicide watch. This guy thought he would have went home. All of a sudden, he didn't get bond. Remember, the first night that he was there, he was like an overnight guest. When they called his bond hearing, now they checked him into the system, and reality has hit him. And I understand that he has a shrink coming by his cell to see him several times a day.
Despite what Levine is saying, it seems Diddy may still avoid the harshest consequences through a reduced sentence and ongoing appeals. Understandably, this has left many people furious, with critics arguing that the punishment does not match the seriousness of the allegations. What makes this even more interesting is that Jaguar Wright has warned about this for years, claiming Diddy is protected by the industry and connected to powerful people. In fact, she believes it is not just Diddy, but also one of his closest friends, Jay-Z.
2016, 2017, I was still ignoring a lot of things. A lot of things. It wasn't until I couldn't ignore it anymore because I realized this ain't going nowhere. And then when I started seeing exactly how dangerous things have become.
Jaguar explained that for years, she believed many of the same things fans and industry insiders believed. She said when someone is elevated to icon status, it becomes difficult to question what is happening around them. According to Wright, she believes Jay-Z was chosen to become an industry icon in the same way she believes Diddy was.
That's the thing. That's not a simple conversation, and it's not an easy conversation to have because I fell for the same crap that everybody else fell for.
According to Jaguar, one of the biggest challenges for anyone raising concerns is finding people willing to publicly support those claims. She said getting others to corroborate what they know is often the hardest part. For that reason, she insists her concerns developed gradually rather than coming from one specific conflict.
I've been waiting for people to be brave enough to come and stand with me.
In more recent news, Diddy is facing another lawsuit, this time from a former child actor who claims he was assaulted years ago. According to reports discussed on the TMZ podcast, The lawsuit was recently filed and adds to the growing legal challenges around him. The former child actor alleges the incident happened when he was younger and claims Diddy used his power and influence in the entertainment industry. The lawsuit says the actor attended an event connected to Diddy and later experienced conduct he describes as crossing serious boundaries. The plaintiff claims he stayed silent for years before deciding to come forward and take legal action. The filing also describes the emotional impact the alleged incident had on his life, claiming it affected him long after the encounter. The lawsuit seeks damages and holds Diddy responsible for the alleged misconduct. Diddy's legal team has denied the allegations. His representatives continue to argue that many lawsuits against him are false and financially motivated rather than fact-based. Jaguar Wright has also claimed that a tape is now circulating online, allegedly leaked from the dark web, one she says she always believed existed. According to her, the tape appears to involve a high-profile celebrity.
The Diddy tape came out the same weekend. Right? From the dark web that everybody told me I was lying about.
Man, say it again, Jack.
Everybody called me a liar.
Said that it didn't exist. It didn't exist. And I remember that.
Yeah, now things are coming out.
DJ Vlad has also claimed the tape is real and says he has personally seen it.
This is something that we actually covered before, and now you're seeing some of it come to fruition. Now, a tape leaked recently of a situation involving adult film star Sly Diggler, 50s baby mother, and Sean Diddy Combs.
That has always been his thing. What was once treated as pure allegation is now being discussed more seriously, with multiple people claiming there is truth behind it. Now the question is how 50 Cent and the judges handling Diddy's case will respond. What do you think should happen next? Share your thoughts in the comments below.